We'd watch the snow fall, pretending it all would go away.
Hello, my name's Moonshade Oos, and today I want to show you something I created for helping with storyboards. Now, first off, what is a storyboard? A storyboard is in Oos. Well, you can have certain things in your background for your map. First thing is an image. You can use an image in your background, of course. Then you can use a small video file in your background. Or the third option is you can actually kind of use images to create a sort of animation or a image slideshow, something like that. So you can move these pictures, scale them, do whatever you want with them. Just to show you a few examples here. Let's see. Oh yes. So like this, you have a normal background, but you can actually, you can see here it blinks in time. So it creates nice visual effects. And you have also, so that this is a very basic storyboard. Oh, it's a bit tricky, but it's very nice, I think. And then you have like storyboards with well, first off, let's see how many codes you've got here. You've got like well, as you can see, it's a bit long, but it's not too many. You can code this by hand. You can it consists of many events. You can code them by hand, or you can just drag the images here. But let's see a more advanced storyboard here. No, I don't want this. Very advanced storyboard. So you see how many things are going on. And that's something that's very complicated to make and probably took a lot of time to make. So I created a tool to make sort of things like this much more easier. So as an example, I'm gonna make nice winter map, and well, actually I don't want to make it, but I want to make a storyboard for it, and just want to show you how you can make it snow in your map. So what I'm gonna do is I open up my tool here, the SGL editor, and start with making the image. So if you see here, this is a folder, and I've created a subfolder named SB, and there's one image snow. It's don't know if you can see this. It's a white point in the middle, so it's a bit like snow, and fading out as it's going to the edges, so like a snowflake. So first thing I'm gonna do is here I'm gonna assign a variable like snowflake, makes sense, to a new sprite object called snow png. Actually no, it's in a folder sp, as you can see, so sp snow png. And what it does here is when I compile it, you have a nice code saying that you just created a sprite in the foreground, origin center, and well, it's absolutely centered. And now of course you can do stuff with it like well, let's just, what does a snowflake? It's first at the top of the screen and then it slowly falls to the bottom of the screen. So let's make a snowflake move, and move from where to when. So from, let's say, takes 3 seconds for the movement to make. So from 0 seconds to 3 seconds, so milliseconds there. From the top, say -20, to the bottom, let's say 500 or something, and move y, because move y means you only move the y angle, so it only goes down, but it doesn't change the x angle. We save this thing. Yes. And we create a storyboard, clicking on this button here, and you can see created snow, move y, 3 seconds, -20, 500. Save OSB. Yes. And you have, of course, you have to go to this. Alright. So let's see, we have like, oh yes, okay. Have the snowflake falling down. You can see here the white line here is what you actually can see, I think. Might be a bug. I can't see a right line. Anyway, you see that this image isn't quite out of the screen 400%. So I'm gonna move this like 50, and this yes, yes please. Nope. Oh, no. And reload. You reload something by hitting Ctrl-Shift-L. So it's now completely out of the screen. Also here completely out of the screen. So that's great. Maybe we can do a little tweak. Okay, wonderful. So what we're gonna do is we don't want to just make one snowflake. So what we're gonna do is make this function, and let's call it make snowflake. Okay, that's our function, make snowflake. Alright, and now if we call a function, what it does is exactly the same. It calls the function make snowflake here. It goes there and does this, do this stuff. So moving onwards, we want to create like a random, it should appear on a random x factor, a random on the x-axis, but on a random location. Yes. Okay. So what you want to do is something like make the snowflake make another function, random x snowflake, and you just make snowflake maybe something like, oh, I forgot to just say x, and then you can say something like that. Snowflake as the position with x and x. And now you can say make snowflake. No. You say variable random x equals rand. And now you can say a random number between, let's say, between 0 and 614. No. So we can now say make a random snowflake at location random x. What does this do? It's creating a random number between 0 and 614, saves it as random x. Now random x is used here for make snowflake. It's this number is gonna appear here and then here, so it's gonna set the snowflake to a random x location. Hope this is clear. And now we have to call random snowflake random x snowflake. So when we compile this and compile this, you can see these values are changing because it's really gonna generate a random number. Okay, so now that we understand this, maybe a short illustration. Just randomly here, but we want to create many snowflakes. So, well, random or create, let's say, function create n snowflakes. Create n snowflakes. Creates a number of snowflakes at once. Or let's say creates create n snowflakes. And now we use something's called a loop. So you can reuse code, reuse comments. They're gonna be executed more than once. So you say like variable I set to 0 at the beginning, or set to 1. So it's 1 at the beginning, and you can say it's should count to the n you defined here. So as long as I is smaller than n, do this. So, or let's say smaller equals than n. And what should we do at the end of each loop? We should increase the value of I. So it's 1, next loop it's 2, and so on and so on. And at the end we have like, if this is 6 and like it just makes a loop that goes 6 times. So when we say like 3, it makes 3, each with a random x. When we say 100, it makes 100. When we say 1000, makes 1000 in no time. We have 3000 lines of code, no time. Just to show you this, maybe it looks crazy. So you have you have a white line with like 1000. It doesn't matter with 1000 snow things. Doesn't make much sense, but you can see, yeah, you can basically also see that the random generator is also generating random numbers because it's looking like a line. That's okay. So, but we don't want, we want like 3, and we maybe we will make them a bit smaller, like snowflake. Let's say. Scale from a random number between like this. Let's see. Yeah. Alright, it's a bit smaller now. And now we want to like make 3 snowflakes each second or something, so that it looks like it's snowing constantly. Create snowstorm with let's say should take t for the next, let's say, time, to make it more clear. Make n snowflakes each time seconds. So what the value of time is, each number of these seconds, we'll be making n snowflakes. I think that's all. Let's see. We're basically doing again something like that. So yep, we're doing this, but we also need time, so we're saying start time, and we're gonna say here execute time. How does it called? Multiply with this variable. So you have, yeah, that works. Oh, that's wrong. Like, let's say we can also say how many loops do we want? How often do we want this to happen? This thing, this loop. Say count times. So time multiplies with I is gonna be the start time for create, let's say, 3 snowflakes or something. And yeah, we need the start time here. We need the start time. Oh, we need the start time here. So it's gonna work. Start time here. Start time here. And now we're going to make start time plus 3000. So you have here time value goes here, equals this with start time. The value is here. Now we call this with start time. Start time is now here, and now it makes the move y with start time and start time plus 3000. Do I have everything? Let's say create snowflakes time. Let's say every half second we create 3 snowflakes, and that we're making this like 50 times. So let's see what happens. Oh, what happens? I made a mistake. Let's see what I did. That's also wrong. Oh, okay. Oh, I need to improve the error messaging on this type of thing. I wrote this wrong and called this with the wrong numbers of parameters. So normally you would get a nice error message, but I think I fucked this up. So I have to improve this. Doesn't exist? Huh? Oh yeah, that's right. Doesn't exist. Ah, no, now it's working. See? Alright, let's first save this. Alright, yes. Now reload this. Oh, isn't this nice? Now you can also improve this, like let's say you want maybe a bigger range, something like that. For the scale, you want like a bit of randomness here, plus rand minus, let's say 100. Let's say 250. That's gonna be fun. And what else? Well, let's just make it like that and see what happens. So it's a little tweak, so it doesn't look like it's generated. It's more like let's make more. Let's make like 10. Oh no, that's a snowstorm. No, not a snowstorm. It's still a bit slow. Oh, what you can do, it's like you can see that it's moving at the same time. So what you can do is not moving it to 3000, but like what you want to do is when it's bigger, then you want to make it for slower or faster. I think faster. So maybe So we get a factor here. And then maybe something like that. Let's see how this looks. Too fast. I think it's not enough difference. Alright. I think we can also widen the range because you can see it here. You can actually, I think you now can make it so that it fits a whole wide screen. But look how nice it looks, it's beautiful. Bams. Okay. Yeah, I just put a note like at the very end, so I can test my map. Well, yeah, let's make it wider then, like minus 200, and yeah, so 200 here. Don't know how this looks. Oh, wait. Just want to save this. Storyboard. Compile storyboard and then save. Alright. Looks a bit chopped, I have to say. But anyhow, I think it looks very nice.
You'd watch the snow fall.
Oops. Okay, now you maybe want to do more than that. Like, first maybe a little bit, let's say 500. Yeah. Can see it took a bit more time because it's very complicated to do. You see, 60,000 lines of code. Yeah. Alright. And let's save this there. Alrighty. And look at this storyboard load, please. 1.17. It's like nothing, and you have such a beautiful storyboard.
You'd watch the snow fall, pretending it all would go away. On a hearth-warming day, he thought life awful not, but in the season he forgot the mess he'd made. It would all fade away. None of it changed the fact he was broken and still alive. Until he walked by.
Alright. So much for that. Yeah, that's all for my quick demonstration of what the SGL editor can do for you. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask me. If there are any problems, please tell me. I will fix them as soon as possible. If you need any more help, please just write in the comments or write in the OS thread. It's linked under this video if you aren't already in it. So yeah, I hope this helped a lot of people to get used to this, and yeah, I hope you will enjoy this too.
He said he felt his heart leap like it had been asleep, with that sparkle in her eyes. He could barely breathe, and so he tells the story of that pink pony who changed his life. One heart